So, I know I've been off YouTube a lot lately, and that's because of a big new project I want to do, but it requires a lot of long and tedious work in order to get it on to the whole thing. But yeah, I am not going to miss the Nintendo Direct predictions. So this one is a wild card. I could be right on every single on every single beat of this, or wrong on every single prediction. So, let's see. So, the first thing I'm thinking is a Kirby Star Allies Valentine's update that adds like three unique levels with a Valentine's Day style, and we'll end off all the Kirby Star Allies updates, but that's just, like, kind of fits, but like it kind of maybe won't, but like, I don't know. Past couple of directs have had like, today or tomorrow these new things are coming out, so I figured at some point they must have one for like Kirby or something for Valentine's Day. Then there's other DLC like maybe we could see Smash DLC Fighter. A new announcement for Banjo and Kazooie. It just seems to fit, Then there's Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is on the prediction direct stream thing, and it's like, oh, new information on that game, so I guess it's gonna have like a 5-minute segment about it, so yeah. Alright, now we get to some of the bigger predictions that will actually, make a difference. So, Animal Crossing, one of my favorite game series of all time, with New Leaf being on my top 5 list of favorite games. Though I will say if this one is better, it will knock New Leaf off my top 10 entirely, because I don't like having, two similar games on there, but we're getting off track. I have my predictions for this thing. I do think it's going to show up. Just watch my predictions video, take a look at all my predictions. I quite like them. I think they're going to happen, but I mean, then again, they're my predictions. So, you guys see what I think there. I'm not going to be bothered to, say those all off. But yes, I feel like most of those are going to be revealed during this direct. Obviously, not all of them, because, they got to have it some way. So then, we also have, Metroid Prime Trilogy. Yeah. Metroid Prime Trilogy is my first extremely solid prediction on this thing. Just seems to fit, I really want to get my hands on the Metroid Prime Trilogy, but my Wii isn't working, and, like, do I really need to get it for my Wii U? I mean, if I really wanted to play it, I probably would, but that's besides the point. Then there's also Mario Odyssey DLC. If we're going to have any, is going to be revealed in this direct. It just makes sense. Now, if we're really lucky, we get a new Pokemon game reveal, like the new Gen 9, right? Gen 8? Yeah, Gen 8. Because Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon didn't count as a full generation. Yeah, Gen 8. And maybe some info on Luigi's Mansion 3, but maybe not, since that's coming out later down the line. Now, after all this stuff with Metroid Prime 4 that's been happening recently, you'd think that Retro's new game would be eventually, revealed, so we could know what they've actually been working on this whole time. I mean, like, seriously, it's been 5 years since the release of Tropical Freeze, so I think we'll get a reveal in this direct. Now, I always bring this up whenever Retro is mentioned, but, like, I really want something new from DKC Tropical Freeze. DLC, a soundtrack released, anything extra from the game, maybe a returns port, though not very likely at all. I just wanted to mention that's like my hope. It's like my hope for every direct, but like then again, I also want Animal Crossing to be there and check out my Animal Crossing hopes, and then I'll talk about some more hopes. The entire last game I'm talking about, last 2 games, sorry, I'll be talking about our hopes. As well as predictions, so, yeah. But, yeah, and, okay, so, they don't really have a lot. They don't, like, a lot of new games they could possibly reveal, but there are big ones, and then there are, like, small ones, which are, like, super underwhelming, but then the big ones take away from the reveals at, like, E3 or later down the year. So I think that this game is just right enough, just at the point where it could be announced during this thing. Pikmin 4. Alright, so I think I'll continue the tradition of the previous 3 games and have 4 playable captains, and it will just be people on Hokate. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, with Olimar, Louis, the president, and some new person, maybe a person from, I don't know, from Pokaya. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, some new person, I don't know who, maybe that mysterious person 4 from the Pikmin 3, the old things. You guys remember those? Anyway, they're scouring the planet once again, the same one that's been in all of them, you know. Yeah, and instead of each area being based off of seasons, like it has been in the past couple of games, they're all locations based off of ecosystems, like a forest, a desert, a tundra, a pond, a mountain, volcano. You know, I know it would be more boring, I guess, but, like, seriously, we've had such little amounts of content in the main story mode for the past couple of games. I mean, like, Pikmin 2 had a lot of content, but then a lot of it was just those caves, which, I mean, they were nice and all, but they didn't have any of the charm as the overworld did. In the overworld without the caves, and the caves would just be like treasure, the game would have been way, 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 way shorter. But those are all just spitball ideas. Now, yeah. The game marks the return of the purple and pink Pikmin. They will change the name from Wing to Pink because it fits with all this stuff. And Rock and White will be left out. No one really liked White Pikmin. They were all just bad strategy, plus they're way too weak, and it's just like, they're not very good. And Rock, it just doesn't fit with the rest of them at all. Like, they could have called Wing Pikmin Pink Pikmin from the beginning, and Rock Pikmin would literally just be super, super left out. But it will have a new orange and green Pikmin join in, but it will be unclear what they do. But it appears the orange Pikmin will serve a similar strategic purpose as white, but with more abilities, you know, like Bomb Rocks, because yellow was super useless with Bomb Rocks and stuff, but yeah. It'll be a short teaser, but people will analyze it to death. And I swear, if the rumors about Pikmin 3 being a Pikmin 3 port are true, I'm gonna be, like, super mad, because, like, Pikmin 3, I could never get into it. It was just weird and all that stuff. But I want to get into Pikmin. I guess I could go back to Pikmin 3. I still have the game, and all that, but I really don't want to, because I feel like Pikmin 4 could be on the horizon, and, Pikmin 3 it was a really good looking game, though. Really good looking. Anyway, it was just Pikmin 3 never really grabbed me in. I always wanted to play like Pikmin 1 or 2 instead of Pikmin 3, even though Pikmin 3 looks like a bajillion times better. Pikmin 3 is like so good looking. Which is why it also seems like it would be more at home in like a PS4 or Xbox One than like that. But with the same graphical quality as 3, but with a lot more, content in it, I feel like we could have something really good for a Pikmin 4 here. And I'm not saying Pikmin 3 was bad, I just never got into it. It was pretty slow paced, and then really if you want to actually get, 100%, then it takes a little bit. But anyway, this isn't supposed to be a rail on Pikmin 3. So yeah, that's what I'd expect from a Pikmin 4 and hope for in a Pikmin 4. So yeah. Now the alternative to Pikmin 4 being announced is Mario Kart 9, which would be a really, really short teaser with just, an animated Mario with face cut off, sitting on a new kart in the middle of a new Mario Kart stadium, and then the logo, but I'd be really, really, really hyped either way. I've always wanted to get into Pikmin. It looks super cool. Pikmin 4 would be the perfect place to do that, as I said before. And Mario Kart is super good. I just hope they bring back a lot of Mario Kart Wii tracks, since I think that game had the best tracks of any in the series. Though it's debatable with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Mario Kart 8 DLC, because that definitely had the best character roster, though. Even Mario Kart 8 Deluxe can't beat its character roster, like, actually. But anyway, but it seems like Mario Kart 9 would be a 2020 thing, So I feel like they're just going to hold that off for a little bit, or maybe reveal it at E3 instead. So that's why I feel like Pikmin 4 is more likely. So anyway, that was all of my predictions for this Nintendo Direct. So if you guys have your predictions, please share them in the comment section below. I have to go. This one was really, really rushed. Basically, all these ideas were off the top of my head. Instead of getting, like, a day or two to think about it and be like, oh, and look at other people's predictions and be like, and then look at the previous directs and all that, I just grabbed a clip and was like, alright, going now. So, yeah. Yeah. See you guys later. Bye.